North Augusta versus Aiken, South Carolina. Which one actually fits your lifestyle better? If you're relocating to this part of South Carolina, you're probably hearing the same two cities over and over again, North Augusta and Aiken. And here's the thing, this isn't about which town is better, it's about which one actually fits your life, your routine, and what you care about day to day. Today, I'm breaking down North Augusta versus Aiken from a local's perspective so you can make the right decision for you. If you're new here, my name is Joe Seaman, born and raised right here in the CSRA, and if you're not a local, that's what we call the Central Savannah River area. It's how locals refer to North Augusta, Aiken, Augusta, and the surrounding communities that all live, work, and flow together. I've helped thousands of people buy and sell homes across both North Augusta and Aiken, so I see firsthand why people choose one over the other, and it usually comes down to lifestyle. Let's start with the overall vibe because this matters more than people think. North Augusta feels residential, feels structured, it feels suburban with character, and North Augusta is very connected to Augusta, Grovetown, and Columbia County. To whereas Aiken may feel more spread out, more areas in the country, in many areas, it's slower paced and very identity driven as its own town. So neither is wrong, Aiken or North Augusta, they're just different. People usually know which one they're drawn to within their first few days here. Housing is one of the biggest deciding factors. In North Augusta, you're typically gonna find established neighborhoods, new construction communities closer together, smaller to moderate lot sizes, a more traditional neighborhood layout. And in Aiken, you'll often see larger lots, more space between homes, more land-focused properties, a wider range from in-town to very rural. And if you want walkable neighborhoods, shorter drives, more compact living, North Augusta usually wins. If you want space, privacy, room for your animals or workshops or second buildings, Aiken often makes more sense. This is where lifestyle really comes into play. North Augusta is ideal if you work in Augusta or Grovetown, if you want quick access to the medical district, if you commute daily to SRS or Fort Gordon. If you want shorter drive times overall, most North Augusta residents are 5 to 15 minutes from anywhere they need to be, close to major roads and the Interstate I-20, living near where they work. And Aiken, on the other hand, often means longer drives, which requires more planning, feels more removed from the daily grind, and some people love that separation and others don't. So this is where the contrast becomes really clear. North Augusta tends to feel community-oriented, very family-focused, is very residential, integrated with surrounding cities like Augusta, Grovetown, Evans, and Aiken has a very strong individual identity, like Aiken is Aiken. It's got deep roots in tradition and history, and it's a more self-contained feel in Aiken opposed to North Augusta. Aiken has a culture that people intentionally choose. People who move to Aiken often say, I really wanted Aiken specifically. And people who move to North Augusta often say, this just fits our lifestyle. Both towns are growing, they're just growing differently. North Augusta's growth looks like thoughtful new construction, infrastructure upgrades, development tied closely to Augusta's economy, and Aiken's growth looks like expansion outward, more land development, preservation of historic and cultural identity, and neither approach is better, but they feel very different in the long term. So when it comes to North Augusta versus Aiken, the real question isn't which town is better, it's actually how do you want to live, where do you want to work, and what do you want your daily routine to feel like? Once you answer those questions, the decision usually becomes pretty clear. I'm Joe Seaman, and if you're trying to decide between North Augusta and Aiken, or if you're relocating to this area and want help figuring out which one best fits you, I'd love to help. We're being very intentional this year about posting at least one in-depth YouTube every single week, dropping on Fridays at 1 p.m. so you have real information before making a move. You can call or text me directly, and if I don't answer right away, just leave me a message or send me a text, and I promise I'll get back to you. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you there.